Hello and welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast, your go-to place for everything Rocket League with your hosts, K-Cube, AJ Binky, and Red. So lean forward, lock in, and get ready to go Boost Over Ball.
Hello and welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast. To listeners new and old, hello and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Kyle, K-Cube, and I'm here with AJ Binky. How's it going?
Oh, it's going. That's for sure.
Good to hear. Well, we're here. Hopefully, AJ's doing the streaming this time. Hopefully, the tech issues are less. There is audio this time because we checked. So hopefully, first time's the charm this time, and we can get through this pretty quick. But today we'll be talking about the CRL Open number 2, the flip and spin, the first half of the playoff matches that happened. Some Rocket League related news, and finishing off with Red's roster rumors without Red and overtime. So without further ado, are you ready to jump right into CRL?
Let's do it.
Okay. So as CRL continues, we are going to probably change how we do, how we go through this every single time, just because why not? So starting out with pool play, in pool number 1, in the upper bracket, we have Maryville, Oklahoma Christian University, Akron Gold, St. Clair Green. In the lower bracket, we have Michigan State Green, George Mason Patriots, Harrisburg, and Purdue Gold. And your 2 teams headed to the top 8 are Oklahoma Christian through lowers and St. Clair Green, who qualified through uppers. In pool number 2, in uppers, we have the University of Tennessee, Southern Mississippi, Ball State, Illinois State, Northwood Blue, Ole Miss, Missouri, and the St. Clair College Academy. So just St. Clair College again, with Ball State qualifying through the upper bracket and Northwood Blue qualifying through the lower bracket from the lower bracket. So they kept their one life going the whole time. In pool 3, through the upper bracket, we have Concord University, Kennesaw State, Akron Blue, St. Clair Saints Gold. And in lower bracket, we have Drexel, Nichols College, Arizona State, and St. Edward's University, with Concord University qualifying through the uppers and Akron Blue qualifying through the lowers. And in pool 4, through the upper bracket, we have West Virginia, Columbia College, Davenport University Black, Stockton Esports. And in lowers, we have Ball State Black, Wichita State, Cleveland State University, and LCU Esports Blue, with West Virginia qualifying through uppers and Davenport University Black qualifying through lowers. So just to do a quick recap on that one, your top 8 in upper brackets are St. Clair Green, West Virginia, Ball State, and Concord University. In lower brackets, we have Oklahoma Christian, Davenport University Black, Northwood Blue, and Akron Blue. So any thoughts there from the group of teams that made it out of the pool play and into the playoffs?
Nope.
Fair.
Nah, I got nothing.
Well, I think we can talk about it now. When we talked about it a little bit last week, right? But like the duplicate teams from each university, like that's kind of something that none of us have really been a fan of.
Yeah.
And in the top 32, right? So teams that made it into like the playoff, pool bracket, so to speak. We have 3 teams from St. Clair College. We have 2 teams from Ball State and 2 teams from Akron. So that's, 4 spots that could have been taken up by, other university teams, like potentially teams that we saw the last time through in CRL Open 1, or, like a Boise State or something like that, of a team that has been in CRL before but didn't this time. So, I feel like it still like cheapens the, the overall quality of the tournament.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not like other teams aren't trying or anything. Like, it's just money.
Agreed.
Yeah, same thing as we talked about last time.
What's up, Oscar? But yeah. So with that, moving into the playoff bracket, I'm going to do all of the uppers first. So we have St. Clair Green taking down West Virginia 3-2. We have Ball State losing to Concord University 3-2. Then in lower bracket round 1, we have Davenport taking down Oklahoma Christian and Northwood sweeping Akron. We then have Davenport losing to Ball State 3-2 and West Virginia beating Northwood 3-2. We then, in the lower bracket semifinal, have West Virginia taking down Ball State 3-1. And then in the upper bracket final, we have Concord University being taken out by St. Clair Green 3-1, and then dropping to the lower bracket final and sweeping West Virginia. And then this is where the fun happens, right? Because it's the first best of 7 of the day. We have Concord University taking St. Clair Green to Champions Field overtime, a 3-minute overtime in Champions Field to get a bracket reset. And they fought their way all the way back again, being down 3-1 to win the last 3 to complete the bracket reset, win themselves CRL Open number 2.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
So a lot of Rocket League, a lot more, game 5s for the lower bracket semis and the lower bracket round 1. But at least we see best of 5s through there. But, it's still like I still would like to see, more best of 7 so we can get potential timeouts if you wanted to. But no complaints there with, 2 game 7s and a bracket reset. That's not something that happens very frequently at all.
No. I mean, let's see. How many bracket reset upsets have we seen in the RLCS LAN events? Do you remember?
Well, I mean, NRG got the bracket reset,
right?
And then they didn't win,
right?
But this season, no bracket resets just because of format.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's been a bracket reset completed. I don't think that there's been a completed one in a long time.
Vitality?
Maybe?
Didn't they get it for Worlds?
They might have.
I think they did. I can't remember for sure. Either way. Yeah, that's super exciting though.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm looking it up on Liquipedia right now, and in Season 2, Flipside Tactics got a 4-1 bracket reset, and then won the second series 4-1 over Mocket. And
pretty decisive too.
Here's the. You ready? Flipside Tactics was Marky Doodah, Cookseer, and Greasy.
Jeez.
And Mocket was Patchy, Devo, and Violent Panda.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
But that NRG roster that made it was Fireburner, Jacob, and Sad Jr.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
And they had Take 3 in that one, which is Rizzo, Zane, Jackie, and Insolences. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah. Oh well, but that was a season. That was a season. Season 2. We have in Season 3 we have another bracket reset with Northern Gaming. That being Remco Devo Turbo for Turbo's first RLCS championship. Nope. Gale Force just straight up wins Season 4. Season 5 is a bracket reset for Dignitas. They bracket reset NRG, and then they beat them.
Wait, who's they?
Dignitas beat NRG.
Gotcha.
So that's been 3 so far, just in grand finals. Cloud9 did it to Dignitas the year after that to win there in Season 6, so that's 4.
So there's been a decent amount, I guess.
Yeah, nothing 7, 8. I don't know if 8. Yeah, no, 8 is no 8. 9 was COVID. X was also COVID. 21, 22 did not have a bracket reset because format. Yeah, and then it didn't happen in Germany and Dusseldorf in 22, 23, and it didn't happen in 24. So 4 bracket reset grand final successes, right?
Yeah.
There's been, another one that, it wasn't successful, but it happened. Like you got the reset.
Okay.
So, but I'm here for extra Rocket League. I'm here for more excitement. I'm here for, good series, and that's what a bracket reset gives you, in my personal opinion.
Definitely.
But at the end of CRL Open 2, we're now halfway through the open CRL events. And so, we have the points total right now. Currently in first place, we have Concord University with 22 points. We have Maryville in second with 17. We have Northwood University Blue in third with 16. We have St. Clair College Green in fourth with 13. West Virginia with 13, also tied for fourth. In a tie for sixth, we have Ball State University and Fisher Navy with 9 points. And rounding out the last spot for the championships, we have Davenport University Black with 8 points. So, the teams are pretty close up to the top, and, there's 7 points that separates 12th teams that are tied for 12th with 8th. So it's a close race, and, really anybody can make it. So, Stockton's in the mix, other Fisher schools, Rochester Christian, Ole Miss, Kennesaw State. There's a lot of teams that are in the mix for that. So, anything else you wanted to talk about with CRL before we jump into Flip and Spin?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Flip and Spin playoffs happened. Well, at least half of them have happened as we're recording this. We also had a little bit of a last-minute qualifier to fill BDS's spot, which we'll talk about in the roster rumors. But we have 3 invited teams, that being Carmine Corps with their new roster of Vatira, Atau, and Drawley. We have Team Vitality with their new roster of Zen, Monkey Moon, Exotic. We have Dignitas, which was supposed to be Stizzy, apparently Jack, and Chronic, but Chronic didn't play, and Mitzer filled in for him. We have Super Ole with Jorias, Oli, and Nas. We have Servus with Ivan Razier's Rizex. Amai with Atomic Tox and Tekos. Batata with Econ, Shawset, and Rise Fox. And 200% with Acro, Cataclysm, and Lewis P. So today we just got 2 matchups. We got Vitality versus 200%, and we got Dignitas versus Batata. And we have a Vitality sweep over 200%. 2 1-goal games and, or 3 1-goal games and a blowout. I didn't really expect anything less from this Vitality roster. This is a roster that we've both have talked about in the Discord, being a little bit terrified of, especially for EU, just basically taking the 2 best players from BDS and adding Zen.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit terrifying. And
they did not score the first 2 goals of the series, though. I'm going to point that out.
They got 3 unanswered.
Yeah.
But then our second match of the day was Dignitas Batata, or Dignitas Batata, and Dignitas. They traded games after scoring 2 in game 2. They gave up 4 unanswered to drop game 2. They then came back and take game 3, game 5, and game 6. So quick roundup to the series with a little bit of a game 6 overtime, but Dignitas take care of business with their kind of hodgepodge of a team that they got going here, with Stizzy, apparently Jack, and Mitzer.
I think Mitzer did.
I think he did. I think he did as much to be expected. I don't know how long they I don't know how long he knew that he was playing.
Oh yeah, it could have been a last minute thing.
It could have been today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's I don't fully know.
I don't think it was, though, because Chronic didn't want to go for just 1 game, and he would have been playing on really high ping. So I think he knew for quite a while that he wasn't going to be doing it. So I think they saw it coming from a ways away.
Yeah, because they qualified for the playoffs, which is in person, I believe, for Paris. Yeah, it's because for the Paris Games Week. So maybe he'll show up for finals. I don't know. That's a good question. I would be intrigued to kind of see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But the other two matchups, we have Super Ole and Servus. Who do you think is going to win that one?
I don't even know who's playing on those teams.
Super Ole is Jorias, Oli, Nas, and coached by Lawler. And Servus is Ivan, Raziers, Rizex, and their coaches Natra.
Super Oli.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
And then the other one in probably what I would say might be the least difficult one, Karmine Corps versus Amai. Amai is Atomic, Tox, Tekkas, and their coach Teraz. And
I feel like that's going to be closer than it
Karmine Corps being Vatira
initially seems like it would be.
With Farah.
But like, there's no way KC loses that, right?
I mean, I would think not, right? This is their new roster. They're still honeymoon phasing, and they have Farah. So
I hate that term, but you're right.
I do too. But like, unless there's like another way to like explain that, then like that's what it is. Yep,
exactly. I think it'll be closer than a lot of people think, but yeah, there's no way. There's no.
I think
he loses.
I can see him taking 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
But notably, the 2 teams that win those matches tomorrow will qualify for the finals, which will happen at Paris Games Week, like we were talking about. That's an in-person LAN event at the Paris Expo in Versailles on the 25th of October. So that will be coming up quickly. It'll be a good chance to see these teams in person, see these teams continue to grow, and see just how terrifying Vitality and Karmine Corps can be with their new roster changes. Any other thoughts on Flip and Spin before we jump into some interesting Rocket League related news?
I don't think so. It's nice to see teams play without their full roster, like Mitzer filling in for Chronic. I really like seeing stuff like that.
I do too.
Just for nice change of pace. That's about it. But yeah, that's all.
Okay. Now we have to talk about the elephant in the room, or I guess maybe not even in the room anymore. And that is Rocket Racing. It was announced that Rocket Racing will not be getting any themed updates moving forward. They will get new items and refreshed rank periods. My first thought is that lasted less than a year. Released December 8th, 2023 to October 15th, 2024. It's not dead. You can still go and play, but they're not getting any they're not getting any feature updates, but like you can still play it. Like it's not being removed or anything like that yet, but for all intents and purposes, the game's shelf life is dead.
Yeah.
So
the game.
My big thing is we lost trading for Rocket Racing. We missed out on some feature updates for Rocket League because they were working on Rocket Racing and it lasted a year.
Sideswipe lasted longer.
It did. It's got more players too.
I don't know about that.
Then Rocket Racing.
Yeah. There's not many people that play Sideswipe anymore.
Okay. I don't know about that.
How many people?
I'm looking. Concurrent player charts. This is. Oh, that's not. Okay. Currently, there are 20,000 people playing Rocket League right now on Steam.
Wait, Rocket League? Oh.
I'm looking for.
No. Okay.
I think because it's in Fortnite, it's going to be hard to.
You can just see the number if you actually go into the game, though.
Yeah,
I don't there'd be some sort of API or something.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Me neither.
But as of January, Rocket Racing has fewer players than Rocket League.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, it's like I see what
There's
they're
no data on Sideswipe. So.
Yeah. I see what they're trying to do with Rocket Racing, right? Like they're trying to put it in Fortnite to get it in front of more eyes. So maybe you get some
Mhm.
more people to cross over from Rocket Racing into regular Rocket League. But it feels like that was kind of a bold strategy to try and implement like when they did. And, alienating, like a third of your player base basically because like, by removing trading, I don't think that's a good, like the trade-off wasn't worth it. Like, I don't think that they accomplished what they wanted to accomplish. And I think
Yeah,
that,
the game's dead now.
the game's dead. They lost all the
Doesn't
money.
matter what their goal was.
Yeah.
They didn't accomplish it.
Yeah. And I guarantee you there are people that don't play the game anymore because trading is gone.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like there's entire businesses that were like built around Rocket League trading that now don't exist anymore.
They had like those bots that you could trade items to, and they'd like give you keys on the website that you could buy other stuff with, and it was all
that's all against
crazy.
TOS. So we didn't do that, but like it existed.
But we're aware that it happened.
Exactly.
I did it. I'll be honest.
But
it's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I guess I asked the question that everyone's kind of been thinking about: is there any inkling or hope that trading comes back?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Not at all.
Like less than 1%.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. But I still like the Copium and or Hopium. Would love to see it come back to like you'd bring back a ton of players to Rocket League, and it would really be kind of a big turning point for them because the community has certainly been asking for them to bring it back, but I just don't see them moving backwards on this one.
Nope, not a chance.
Okay, and then any other thoughts on Rocket?
Well, since you DC'd and you can still hear me, that I'm just gonna go back over the fact that Rocket Racing is UE5 Rocket League, and we're never gonna get UE5 Rocket League because that's what it was.
One more time, sorry.
And welcome back.
Yep.
It's on the recording. I just repeated myself for the fourth time about UE5 not coming.
Yeah, because Rocket Racing was UE5 Rocket League or not. Yep.
Yep.
At this point, UE6.
Exactly. At this rate, it's going to be like UE9.
Well, Valorant just announced that they're going to the newest Unreal Engine.
What engine is?
I think it's 6.
Valorant on UE?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Same with Halo Infinite.
Yeah, but that game sucks.
Okay, well, still they're porting their game.
That's fair.
But
yeah, do it, Rocket League. Psyonix.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about before we jump into the roster rumors?
Bring back trading. That's it.
Fair. Well, we have not had a shortage of roster rumors still. We have no red, but we're gonna do it anyway. Hoxer is officially off of SSG, and as soon as that happens, SSG officially signs Snowmen, which is Scribbles, Reveal, and Frosty. So, kind of an up-and-coming team, a smaller roster that they're able to pick up.
Okay.
What's up?
I was going to say, what happened to LJ?
It's in here.
I know, I saw that.
Vitality officially complete the signings of Monkey Moon and Exotic, and Cassio as coach. That was like 98% sure the last time we did this, but it is now confirmed. We also have First Killer and LJ still competing as a duo. That looks to be pretty solid that they will be competing under the NRG banner. They are looking at thirds right now, and Nas is the first player to try out as a third with those two. And we have a couple of more like tryout implications on this one. So NRG has tried out with first killer and LJ on NRG. On TSM with Hockey and Creams, we have Cam, Crispy, Zanil, Andy, and AJ. First time we see him on the list. Dignitas with Stizzy. We have apparently Jack, Oli, and Stizzy. Apparently Jack, Chronic, and Stizzy. And apparently Jack, Nas, and Stizzy. We also have some unaffiliated teams of apparently Jack, Koifer, Com, Appjack, Nas, Chronic, Appjack, Evo, Chronic, Noli, Koifer, Chicago, and Jnaps, Com, and Talk. So kind of a lot of interesting teams. Also in Europe on Gentlemates with Seiko, we have Itachi Aski and Juicy Radosin. So it certainly seems like Seiko is going to stay with Gentlemates, and it could be Itachi Aski or Juicy Radosin that join him. And an interesting team here, unaffiliated, we have Alpha, Itachi, and Aski. Could be a pretty lethal team. Alpha kind of the odd man out at Vitality now that they bring in Exotic and Monkey Moon. We also have Appjack, Yujin, and Oli. Appjack, Oli, Mitzer. Jorius, Oli, Nas. And Jorius, Oli, and Juicy. So it's been told that Appjack could stay in North America. He could go to Europe. Same with Jorius. Same with Nas. So I am intrigued to see what happens with that. And we got a lot of tryouts that have been happening recently. So, and then last, but certainly not least, and I'm sorry for the long post here, but I will read off what Team BDS tweeted. Dear fans, supporters, and Rocket League community members, today Team BDS is reviewing its position and investment in the competitive Rocket League scene. After thorough analysis and careful consideration, we have decided to adjust our resources and priorities for this game, taking into account the economic realities of Rocket League and the resources allocated by the publisher to the esports scene. The recent departures of our players were made thoughtfully. We want to emphasize that these decisions were made well before the transfer market opened and as a part of our overall strategy. Rocket League, while rich in emotions and supported by an exceptional community, has not proven to be sufficiently profitable to sustain long-term involvement under the current market conditions. Team BDS has had the honor of making history in Rocket League with 2 World Championship titles over the past 3 seasons. We have established a solid and indelible legacy in the competitive scene in 5 years. We are proud to have built the most decorated organization in the world, which has thrilled thousands of fans worldwide. We would like to warmly thank our players, our staff, and of course our fans for their unwavering support over the seasons. We remain committed to Rocket League.
He disconnected again. I don't even have the tweet up, so we're just going to have to wait until he gets back. But the World Championship, or the World Champions, aren't making money, so they're bailing.
I'm back.
Doesn't exactly bode well.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
But we remain committed to Rocket League, which is a part of the DNA of Team BDS, by staying in the competitive scene on one hand and by launching our own tournament during the off-season on the other. From a sporting perspective, we want to start again from scratch with the same vision we had 4 years ago, trying to find the next Monkey Moon and help our players grow. On the event side, we are excited to organize our tournament, Take the Throne, on November 23rd, 2024 in Geneva with the best teams in the world, and offer an opportunity to the Swiss esport organizations and Swiss players to have a chance to qualify to the event and compete against the best players on Earth. That being said, Team BDS will continue to support esports and Rocket League with ambition and determination. We will keep you informed of our other future projects as soon as possible. Thank you for your understanding and support. Sincerely, Team BDS.
They're just scared.
Yeah. No. This is the third organization now that has talked about Rocket, like really the only reason that you're staying in Rocket League is for the love of the game, and for the fans. There needs to be some major overhauls. SSG talked about it. Luminosity talked about it. Moist talked about it.
Moist. Was it the Moist Ludwig when they went in together? I think it was for a Valorant team.
Yeah.
their like announcement video, or maybe it was for Rocket League, and it was with Rizzo. Either way, it opened with them just like standing there throwing money into a fire pit. Like they know
I
what's
mean,
going on.
and like this has got to be a bigger off season. Like this could be its own episode, right? Like where we got to figure out
Yeah.
how to make this more profitable. We've talked about it before. Like making higher percentage for the skins is not really going to do it for these orgs. You gotta figure out a better way to be more sustainable, to increase some profit sharing, and try and figure out the best way forward. Otherwise, you're going to start losing more and more tier 1 orgs to other esports, and that's really not what Rocket League is looking for, especially right now with all the momentum that they've had with incredible lands this year, bringing back CRL, already announcing RLCS 25. Like that's like they have incredible momentum right now. They have some awesome off-season tournaments. They really just, I feel like they can't lose their footing. So
Yeah, I mean, it would be easy to,
it certainly would.
but yeah, they can't.
But so with the
So
letter that
everything.
BDS wrote, how do you interpret that?
I interpret it as Rocket League's dying. Get out while you still can. World champions can't make money, so obviously nobody else can. That's how I see it.
Well, I mean, like Rizzo and Johnny and CJ were talking about on the Chalked Cast, right? Like you either need to take more percentage of prizing. Like if you're going to pay these players huge salaries, then you need to take more prize money from them.
Yeah, exactly.
But alternatively, if the pros don't want to give up the prize money, then don't pay them 7 figures.
Yeah, don't pay them stupid amounts of money.
Don't pay them 5 figures a month. That's how you make it profitable.
Like,
right?
they're just
Like
getting paid too much right now, I think.
I think so too. SSG signing the Snowman, I think, is a fantastically shrewd move. Like, there's no way that could have been, the same amount of money that they were paying for LJ, Hoxer, and Chicago.
Not a chance.
So hopefully they negotiate.
And they're probably still overpaying.
Probably. But I guess we'll have to wait and see with that. That's pretty cool.
I like messing with that.
But was there anything else that you wanted to talk about roster rumors or anything else before we wrap up for today?
I don't think so.
No?
I want to see Sideswipe updates. We got a new season coming in like a day and a half or something.
Oh man.
I think volleyball's coming, so I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, bring back volleyball. I was amazing in volleyball. I was a diamond in volleyball.
Oh yeah, that's impressive. Season 2?
Yes.
That's impressive then. Wait, so you got the rainbow title?
Yes, I think so.
Nice. I posted about that on Reddit. I was like, why is this title rainbow? Because the champ one isn't. Champ one's just
Because
like regular champ colors. Yeah, I guess. Everybody's like, oh, it was so difficult to get a high rank in volleyball season 2. I was like, well, then the champ one would be rainbow too. It just doesn't make sense.
Or GC or SSL or.
Well, yeah, GC is rainbow also, but
Yeah.
like that's normal. So.
But champ isn't. They just said
Yeah.
champs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I have on my main, I have the champ one, and then on like 2 of my alts, I have the rainbow diamond one, which makes no sense to me, and like literally nobody knows why.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if there's nothing else, I think we're ready to wrap up for today.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, we'd like to thank everyone so much for listening. We'd like to remind you to please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, join our Discords, and rate us 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts, as it really helps us out. Check out our Twitch, which we're streaming on right now. Check out our YouTube, which I post all the VODs to. Our TikTok and our merch store. All of these links and more can be found on our website at boostoverball.com. And from us here on the show, as always, remember to choose Boost over Ball.
Thanks for listening to the Boost Over Ball podcast. Make sure to check out our website at boostoverball.com.